You say there's nothing you can do about it. What can you do about the situation you are in now?
You know what, we're going to go home. There's a long history of down 2-0, feeling pretty down about yourself and coming back and winning the series. These have been tight games. And we just need to find a little bit more of that confidence that'll keep us moving quick through 60 minutes. You know, there's parts of the game where we're moving at the right pace, the speed. Part of it is that they've got some, you know, real good team speed there, so you need to have matched that for 60 minutes. But these games are so tight, that's the painful or frustrating thing about it this morning. Get back to speed. Well, first we just got to get on an airplane, then back to speed, and away we go.
You've faced adversity, and you've talked a lot about how that has shaped your team. And is there something that you can lean on right now? Because this is probably the most severe adversity you've faced all year.
It's in there, just through experience. The first thing, don't cut it off too early. You know, I'm not in a particularly good mood meeting with you here this morning. I'm going to let that hang around for a little while because games are close. Sorry, I apologize. They're tight games, and it's just a matter of inches at times, and that's the frustrating part. And then you talk about the things that we need to do better. You get your energy back up, and you get back home and get excited about a game.
Mark Scheifele said earlier that one of the things that gives him a confidence is that he doesn't feel you've played your best game yet. Is that something you've said to them, or is that something that they've kind of felt from within the group?
There's another level that we can get to. It's not something that you see during the regular season, but there is another place that we can get to. We've played hard. We always play hard. We've played well at times. We're going to need to be closer to our best game than they are to win.
You came back from down 2 against Montreal when we were in Carolina, didn't you?
That's a different coach, different year. No problem.
Is this a matchup thing now, Paul, going home? Is there an opportunity to take advantage of home ice, or is this just continue doing what you do and not worry so much about what they do?
No, I mean, if you were going to run the matchups, we'd probably be pretty pleased with what we've given up overall in terms of against their best players, 5-on-5. It's not going to be that hard a matchup game. They lost a center early and just rolled 3 centers last night, so their matchups were all completely different. That didn't have an effect on the game.
What did you think of Matthew Perreault in his first game back?
He was good until he went face first into the post, and I thought he was really slow for the next 5 minutes when he wasn't on our bench, and then he came back and gutted through it. So I really liked what he, especially when he came back from being hit from behind. He a lot of grit and determination there to play it out.
How do you feel about how much you're generating?
Well, that's a concern. I mean, we're not generating a whole lot, and we gave up more last game than the first game. I was comfortable with it. We didn't get much. They didn't get much. It was the way the game was played. There's some more offense. I mean, there's clearly our power play's got to get going because in these tight 5-on-5 games, you're going to have to make more of that time.
How do you get that power play going?
Again, there's pieces of it that are all right. There's a bunch of technical things that we're not doing particularly well.
You've held the lead in this series for over 31 minutes, under 8.
Yeah.
Do you draw from that? Draw confidence
Yeah,
from that?
holding the 1-goal lead in the playoffs isn't a big lead to hold. You know what I mean? Like you get a 2 or 3 goal lead and then you're holding it. Then you're in a different position. It's been tight games. I mean, they've been close games, and going into the third period, we've been feeling pretty strong about where we are.
How much do you guys feed off your home crowd?
Oh, there's been a number of times this year we have a real unique opportunity of being able to play on one coast, come home for a game, and then get out to the other. There have been a number of games this year that we didn't have anything in the tank, and our crowd drove us through games for some pretty big wins. We lean on our crowd an awful lot. The different dynamic in our building is that the fans are louder, the music isn't. The other places, the fans are sort of loud, but the music will blow your ears off. We got a great home crowd.
How's your tank now?
What?
I mean,
It's just fine, thank you, sir.
What's in the team's tank? In a sense there.
It'll be enough.
Adam Pardy, on him coming in.
Yeah. You know what? You should have slashed my tires and burned my house down for taking him out of the lineup based on the way he played. and he deserved to get back in. He played with a playoff intensity in that game, closed the gap, played hard, and you know, there's no sense scoring a goal and one goal in November. You know, save them, make them big. You know, they probably had been checking him all year, and now they took that guy off him. So I'm happy for him because he's doesn't get talked about because of, I understand, the Bufflin and Myers and Trouba and some of the names that we have back there, but go back and look at our win-loss record, how badly we were in trouble when those defensemen went down on the role. He and Jay Harrison played in helping us. So I'd really like to have made that one stand to be good, so we could just be talking about Adam Pardy's offensive emergence. But he'll get another crack at it.
Adam said he found out just after warm-up. How late was that? Did you make that decision?
What's that?
Adam said he didn't find out until real late, I guess.
Yeah.
He was playing.
Yeah. Well, there were a bunch of decisions that went into that before it got to Adam.